in this campaign and the previous one was abortion, pro-choice versus pro-life. And of course, this goes all the way back to the 70s and Roe versus Wade. I would like to know, starting with Team Obama, I'll give you 2 minutes to respond, what your view and your idea on on Roe v. Wade, Roe versus Wade, and abortion in the United States.
Today, Roe versus Wade, the Supreme Court decision that protects the women's health and reproductive freedom, and affirms that fundamental principles that government protecting the constitutional right. It also remains committed to policies, invading, and programs that help prevent unattained pregnancies, support pregnant women and mothers, encouraging healthy relationships, and promote adoption. The Supreme Court not only protects a woman's health and reproductive affairs, but the government should not intrude on private family matters. It remains committed to the protection of women's rights to choose the fundamental of this constitutional right. While this is a sensitive and often divisive issue, no matter what our views are, we must stay united in our determination to prevent intended pregnancies, support pregnant women and mothers reproduce for need of abortion, encouraging healthy relationships and promote adoption. As we remember this historical thing, we must also continue our efforts and ensure that our daughters and sons have the same rights and freedoms and the opportunities that everybody else will in their dreams.
All right, Team Romney, 2 minutes.
This is one of the most controversial things, and we should honestly know, when looking at the presidency, this might come down to one of the deciding factors. Everyone says yes, I should be able to choose what I want for my own body. And yes, I should be able to choose what I think is best, whether it concerns my health or whether I just don't feel like a child would be right in my life right now. But like every other right in the United States, your right stops when it infringes on someone else's right. That's a human being. You might have the right to choose what you want to do with your own life, but you do not have the right to end someone else's, ever. And this is not just only a thing with abortion. This is also a thing with the money that's going for things like Planned Parenthood. It's also becoming a mandated thing that a lot of hospitals have to provide this, even hospitals run by Catholics. And it's horrible to see that we're having to have taxpayers pay for this. We're getting taxed to pay for things that we don't want. If you want to go get an abortion, I think it should be one thing that a court should decide. If it is within the mother's best interest or the child's best interest, like if it's life-threatening, then yeah, court can decide. If it's a rape case, court can decide. But for someone just to go get an abortion just because they didn't feel like they were ready to have a child, well, maybe you shouldn't have had sex. Simple as that. I mean, that's a human being, and your rights should never cross over and take minutes.
And I will give you guys about a minute for rebuttal.
Obama not only just wants to do what's best for the mother, but I mean, like, he does want to do that. He wants to keep Planned Parenthood. It's been said that Romney doesn't want to keep Planned Parenthood. He doesn't want it. And he doesn't believe in cases of rape and incest that you can have abortions. Like you said, you have to go to the court to decide whether that's going to be allowed. How long is that going to take? With these court systems? Forever. By the time that they decide whether you can have the abortion or not, it'll be too late.
So how is having Planned Parenthood and Romney wanting to take Planned Parenthood away, how is that healthy? I mean, if you were going to take Planned Parenthood away, then they have no other option. So having Planned Parenthood would be better than going for Romney and taking away birth control, taking away everything. So they have completely no choice.
Think about the child also. That child wants to grow up in the situation that it's in. Like, who says that the mother can support that child? We're thinking about the mother here and the child. Will the child live a life like that? Will they want it?
All right.
I don't know.
I'm going to have to stop you. you there, that's time. I'll give you guys the last minute to rebut.